We all know that times are hard and things are difficult, things are expensive. But honestly, I feel that we're beginning to exaggerate, we're overdoing it. Tell me why an event planner will post that 3 million naira can plan a wedding, and she gives a breakdown of how you can use 3 million naira to plan a wedding. And people are in the comment section saying that 3 million naira cannot do anything. And I'm like, are you serious? So people who cannot afford a 10 million naira, 20 million, 50 million naira wedding should not have a wedding anymore. Is that what you people are saying? Now let me give you the full details. So this lady wrote down everything you need for your wedding one by one with the prices that she allocated to them. And honestly, I feel that some of the prices she put there are not realistic. For instance, paying an event planner 200k, I just feel that that is too small. Which event planner will accept 200k to plan your event? Her prices may not be very realistic, but it does not mean that everything she wrote there is a lie. For instance, she said that you can get a hall for 300k, and a lot of people are saying, which hall? Where? Hall 300k in 2025. Are you serious? One thing you need to know is that prices differ based on location. For instance, I got a pair of shoes for 33,000 in Oka, and I posted it online. Somebody went to the comment section to tell me that I lied about the shoes, that she got it for 25k. Of course, you got it for 25k, but I got it for 33k in my location. Prices differ based on location. In some parts of Nigeria, a sachet of pure water is going for 15 naira, while in some parts they still sell two sachets of pure water for 15 naira. So because somebody comes out to say she buys one sachet for 15 naira, you're not calling her a liar because you still buy two for 15 naira in your location. That is not fair. So, for instance, in many parts of Lagos, you cannot get a hall for 300k. I know a couple that had to move their wedding from Lagos to another state because they wanted it to be cheaper. They wanted a place where they can get things for cheaper, and they had a really beautiful wedding. If you see the wedding decor and everything, you wouldn't believe that the wedding cost them less if they don't come out to say it. The wedding had a lovely ambience, nice decor. She wore pretty dresses for her wedding. If she doesn't come out to tell you that this is what I spent for my wedding, you wouldn't know that that wedding cost them that small amount of money. Do you understand? So they had to move it away from Lagos because they know that Lagos is expensive. Now, when you come to Port Harcourt, for instance, I've not been in Port Harcourt for long, but with the times that I've gone out and made inquiries, you can get a hall for 250k. You can get a hall for 350k. There are different halls in different places with different prices. So it does not mean that when a person tells you that she got her hall for 300k, you feel like the person is lying. Or this person tells you that you can get a hall for 300k, you feel like the person is lying. Prices differ based on location. It's also based on what you want, your taste. Another thing you should know is that a wedding budget works with the number of guests. If you're planning a wedding for 100 people and your budget is 3 million naira, it's achievable. If you plan it well and manage your finances well, you can do a wedding of 100 guests with 3 million naira. But I'm not a wedding planner, but I know these things because I've made inquiries concerning wedding planning. I've made inquiries, I've done my research, and I've come to find out that if you manage your finances well and you do your planning yourself, you'd be able to plan a wedding for 100 guests with 3 million naira. You will have a church where you go to the church for joining and you will have a reception inside the 3 million naira. So why are people making it look like with 3 million naira you cannot achieve anything, you cannot plan any wedding? Just go to court or just pay her bride price and carry her home. What do you want to do with 3 million naira? So people that are not rich or wealthy should not have a wedding because they cannot afford the luxurious type. And even you that you don't have money in your account, you that you know that even if you're planning a wedding right now, you cannot support with anything. You're also talking and saying 3 million naira is nothing. How much do you have? I feel that we should come to the point where we realize that you can do anything with whatever budget. Just cut down costs and be very realistic. If your budget is 2 million or 1.5 million or whatever, you know that there are a lot of things that you won't be able to do with that kind of budget. So don't start dreaming or aspiring for something big, something large with that kind of budget. You calm down. So this event planner wrote that the cake was supposed to be, I think, 80,000, and a lot of people were attacking her. 80k for a wedding cake. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody said she got hers for 50k. I saw about three comments. People say they got their wedding cake for 50k. It depends on the size and the vendor. You consider the location, you consider the vendor. If you're looking for Instagram vendors, it's going to be way more expensive because they also consider their branding and all that before they give you their prices. But if you use the vendor in your locality, the vendor in your area, as long as you've seen her work and you can attest to the fact that her expertise is great, you can use the vendor in your area. As long as you are sure that this person can deliver what you want, use the vendor in your area. she would even charge you way less. I was watching a YouTube video on wedding planning. That was last year, even before I got married. I was watching a video on wedding, and this lady said that she had her wedding 2 years ago. That was 2023. She made her wedding dress because she said she reached out to vendors and she realized that to hire a wedding dress, I mean, she wanted to make her wedding dress. To make a wedding dress was like 200K and above. To even hire is from 100K. So she said she did not have that amount of money because the budget that her husband made for vendors was 700K. The remaining money that they had, she did not mention it. It was supposed to go to the hall decor and other things. It was 700K for vendors. Anything they are buying and all is 700K. So she knew that she needed to manage the money well because the husband told her plainly that this is what we have. Let's see how we can use it. So she decided that she's not going to sew, because when she reaches out to a vendor and tells the vendor that please I want you to make me a wedding dress, blah blah blah, they'll tell her 200K, 250K thereabout. So she said that she's going to reach out to somebody else and she's not going to tell the person that this dress I want to make is for a wedding. She's going to tell the person that I want to make a white dress. She's going to send the person a sample. Tell the person this is the white dress I want to make. I want to use it to create content. Tell me the price. And that was exactly what she did. So this tailor told her, this is the type of material you need, this is how many years you need, this is how much it will cost, and this is how much I will charge you to sew it. So she bought the material. I don't know if she bought it for 30K or 20 something thousand or 40K, I can't remember, but it was between 20 to 40K. She bought the material, everything, the material, the sleeve, everything, and then she paid the tailor about 25K to sew the dress. So at the end of the day, she was spending less than 70K to make her wedding gown. She posted a picture of the wedding gown because when she said less than 70K, I wanted to see the wedding gown to be sure that it's actually beautiful, because you want things to be affordable, but you still want it to look beautiful, to look nice. You don't want to do something that is not classy just because you're on a budget. So when she posted the picture of the wedding gown, I looked at it and I was like, the wedding gown is beautiful. It doesn't have a long tail, but it has a tail, even though it's not very long. And looking at it, it looks beautiful. And if you're not told the price of that wedding gown, you wouldn't know. She said she's even going to sell it because people. She said if a couple of people reached out to her that they want to rent her wedding dress because she doesn't have need for it anymore. She has used it for the purpose and she's going to either sell it or put it up for rent. That wedding gown is beautiful. It served its purpose. If you want suit of 50K, you will get. If you want the one of 150K, you will get. If you want the one of 500K, you will get. It depends on branding, location, and then maybe quality. But if you want something affordable that will still look nice, you will get. I want people to realize that the comments you see on social media are not the entire truth. Everybody in the comment section of that post was claiming rich, while we know that most of them cannot afford 3 million naira. Most of them cannot afford the 3 million naira wedding. Most of them do not even have plans of doing a wedding. They'll just marry their wives and enter their houses. But everybody must make an opinion. So now if you're in the wedding planning phase or something and you see comments like that, you'll be like, this one that my husband said our budget is 3 million. How are we going to do? Let's kukuma cancel the wedding. No, you can do something with 3 million. Just keep your guest list small. Consider a location where things are cheaper. And then you'll be able to do your wedding. And then you realize also that you're going to be your personal shopper. Because if you plan it yourself, shop for items yourself, it's going to be more stressful, but you'll be able to, your pocket. So you'll be able to manage the finances better. But when you pay an event planner, the event planner takes the stress off you, but then it comes with extra costs and you may not be able to afford it at the time. So you plan your wedding yourself, you do your shopping yourself, you'll be able to manage whatever funds you have available. So whether you have 1.5 million, you have 2.5 million, you have 3 million, 5 million, whatever it is you have, you can plan a wedding with it. Just work on your guest list. You can do 50 guests, 100 guests, 30 guests, depending.